All right, you all. This is my proof that I was talking about yesterday. For those of you who don't like to believe the truth, when this is where spoken or wherever that spoken people right here, this is where they put me on their website, and then they put up lies right here. They put up Dwight. My name is not Dwight. My middle name is not even Dwight. So I don't know where they get Carolyn Dwight Hall from. But they saying that I had 10 court dates. And so whoever was doing it, they were so quick to try to destroy me that they put Dwight. They didn't even know my middle name. They got everything else right. They got my address right. They got where I live at. They got that right. But they got my middle name down as Dwight. And anybody know me, they know my middle name. It's not no Dwight. And so they said horrible things about me. And that's what Tammy, I was telling you all about. Tammy was like trying to tell me, what's your last name? Is your last name Brandon? Because they got my maiden name down there. And they tried to say that that was me with 10 plus court dates. And I said, well, that's not me. And I couldn't believe the lies they told on me. And everybody was believing the lie that actually was me. And so when people go to their website and pull up my name, it'll say I got 10 plus court dates. I have had 10 plus court dates. This is how the white racist people was using this to destroy me. And I was like, I said, wow, they hate me that bad that they got to destroy me with a lie. They couldn't find a truth to destroy me, so they destroy me with a lie. And it seemed like they've been, whoever these people are, they're wicked. They're not a child of the Most High, because he let us know that when you're doing wicked and evil to someone, you are not. I don't care how much you go to church. I don't care how much you pray to our Elohim. He is not the God that you all are serving. He is not your God. Because you shouldn't be doing wicked and evil towards no man on this earth. That's the number one clue that somebody is not serving the Most High. When you hear them talk about evil stuff they did to someone, this is one of the clues. And I said, wow, these people tried to destroy me. And I mean, no one wanted to be friends with me after this. They thought that it was the truth. And because it's on a website, and they thought it was the truth. And so after that, I just left people alone. I left people alone, and I said, if they believe what this website has on me, and then Tammy was trying to tell me about it, and I said, I know what you're talking about. I said, because I got the website. I saw it. Somebody did it to me before I left Valdosta. They did it to me. And so by the time I got to this house, or either they could have did it to me, because I forget we moved to Arkansas, Sherwood, Arkansas. And I said, no wonder the neighbors was acting funny toward me. They lights would go on every night. They lights was on. They thought trying to make sure we don't do nothing to them. And I said, what's wrong with these crazy people? And then when I got here, that's when I had saw what someone had done. They had put out lies. And then couldn't even get my name right. Couldn't even get my middle name right. But they wanted to destroy me so bad, that's what they did. And then after that, I thought, okay, there's white people out here that's wicked, and they clearly trying to destroy me. They don't like something I said to them or something I did, and now they're trying to destroy my good name. And so that's when I said it's time to leave Valdosta and Sherwood and come back home. I said, I want to go back home. I said, at least the people down here in Memphis, they know my name, they know my family, and they know I got a good name. I said, so they're going to know that these people are lying. But when I talked to her the first time in Sherwood. I think it was Sherwood I talked to her, either Georgia. And then we got along fine. We talked, we caught up. She sent me pictures, I sent her a picture. But when I came back to here, I think it was, and I got back in touch with her, she kept saying, hold on, somebody called her while we were on the phone. And the next thing you know, she came back and said, is your name Carolyn? And then my last name, my maiden name, she called out. And I said, yeah, you know that. And I said, I know what you're talking about. I said, somebody got a lie out here on me saying I have 10 plus court date. But then the phone ended up hanging up on us. And I couldn't finish telling her. But after I got off the phone, I said, you know what? If we've been friends all this long, and she was a Christian woman at the, when we were talking, and I said, if she a Christian woman and she believe in lies, then she's not the Christian woman I want to hang out with anyway. Because the people that love the truth, they're going to fan the truth, and they're not going to believe a lie. But I did read in the Bible where the Most High said people going to believe a lie before they believe the truth. Well, that day has come that someone can lie on you and everybody will believe that lie. And then they put my house up. That was so wrong. I said, now that I can sue them. They got my name wrong, but they got my house dead on the money. And I said, well, as soon as I found a lawyer that I ain't afraid to sue the people on here, I'm getting that lawyer and we're going to sue. Because that make no sense. I don't even know Spokane or wherever this name of this place. I don't even know them, but they did this, and it's their name. And that's what they did to my image of my name. Not the image of my house and how they tore up my good name. And I thought, well, clearly I come back home where people know that I was a good person and I don't do what they thinking that I do. So I came back here, but I can't get in touch with no friends through Facebook. They made sure I couldn't talk to a lot of people through Facebook, but a few people would get on there and talk to me, and I would talk to them, and that was it. Just a few people that they wouldn't. And then I saw that they were monitoring my Facebook. They kept saying, Carolyn, these stuff not true. And I started seeing people from Bedford Street hanging up of people being hung. And I said, that is true. That stuff did happen. I said, I don't know where they found their footage from, but yeah, that stuff did happen. And they're not lying. They said, oh, don't believe that stuff. That's lies, Carolyn. And I said, who on Facebook is talking to me? I don't even know you. But the people that own over Facebook was sending me a message saying, don't believe them. Don't believe them, Carolyn. And I said, I don't even know you Facebook people. Why y'all texting me? I just got on here to see my family and try to get back in touch with my family. But then I started talking to Baron Cousin about, a lot of stuff about what racism that's going on that they trying to hide. And then next thing you know, he gave me a lot of black books to go read. And then next thing you know, they cut us off. And so I took a picture of the internet going down. I said, look, dude. I had to call them up through the phone. And I said, look, they cut us off while we were talking and you was telling me about a lot of stuff and they cut us off. And I said, the internet just went off on me. I took a picture of it and sent it to him. I said, I don't know what's going on in this world, but it's a lot of wickedness going on. And I showed it to him as we were talking. And then I sent him the picture where Facebook cut us off and froze our page. And I said, that happened to me in Georgia when the mailman kept throwing my mail, putting it in there in a way where the wind would come along and blow it out. And I called, I went on land to text the postmaster what he keep doing. And then when I got ready to send it, it just froze up. And then like it ate away right as I was getting ready to send it. It started eating away after it froze up. It started eating away. And I said, whoa, that was weird. And I told my husband when he got home, I said, I was getting ready to tell on the postmaster since I tried to tell the guy himself up there what he was doing. He said that no, he couldn't do that. He a Christian. And I go to church with him every Sunday. He wouldn't do nothing like that. I said, well, just because somebody go to church every Sunday don't make them a true Christian. And so anyway, I showed you the mailbox where they would have put it in there and then a strong wind come and throw my mail all over the place. And then my neighbors would come and bring it to me or give it to my husband because they were fixing it where it would blow all over the place. And now sometimes they'll give my mail now to other people because I told what they did. They have people down here started doing the same thing all over again. And then they would put my neighbor mail in my box and give my bills to somebody else. And people wouldn't give me my bills. And the light got cut off one time. Another time the water got cut off. Everywhere we lived, we kept wondering what's going on. They were giving our mail to somebody else and hoping that they wouldn't give it to us. But I did have a time where our income tax came to the wrong address and somebody else stuff came to ours. So I would take it and put it in a mailbox and I would write wrong address and I would put it in their mailbox so they'll get their mail and then let them know that they put it in the wrong box while writing wrong address. And then someone came back and gave me my income tax, our income tax mail. And I said, wow, that was nice. They could have kept the check, but they were nice enough to give it back. But when they did it to us here, where we didn't get that check back, someone stole that $830 check. They stole it. And then the mail lady that knew that she delivered the paper in my mailbox, she just disappeared. And then that's when they started putting black people on the thing. And then the black people started throwing the mail. And then they just started putting it in everybody's boxes and I said, my box got the number right on the front of the mailbox. It had my number on there. So how can you go, putting the lady next door and her number don't even match my front of my mailbox? So, and then I realized now they don't like me because I tell the truth when someone do evil to me. I just tell what they done because I'm trying to help someone else that going through the same thing that I'm going through, so they'll know that their wife is not lying. These things are happening because they'll do it to certain people that they don't like. If you tell on them something they did to you, that's when they come after you. Whoever they are, they come after you. And then I had met someone down there in Valdosta, Georgia. She was a sweet woman. I went to church with her and everything. And then one day I called her out the blue. She said that, man, all these people doing stuff to me. And then my husband and my daughter talking about you losing your man. And I said, no, you're not. You're not losing your man because they done it to me too when I was living down there. I said, that's why it was time for me to leave. And I left because they were doing so much wickedness and getting away with it. And I left. And so after that, her number changed and I never could reach that lady ever again. But I wanted her to know that you're not alone. So if this has been happening to somebody that's been serving the Most High and you've been telling the truth on everybody, don't be afraid because they trying to the devil people trying to get us to know that if you tell on us, even if we do something evil to you, we're going to get you. We're going to send more people after you. The Most High want us to be truthful. He want us to tell the truth and shame the devil. But the devil want us to be quiet about it, tell no one what I've done, and sit in your house quietly as we run you crazy. Don't let them run you crazy. And if your husband don't believe you and your child don't believe you, I believe you and the Lord believe you because he know what they doing too. And then that's when I started learning about these different society. And I said, no wonder. They just pick up wherever you go. They call over and say, hey, this person moving into your neighborhood, start messing with them. And they just pick up doing it. And like I said, when a UPS guy tried to knock the glass out, I said, wow, I don't even know the guy. I don't even know this guy. I said, why he would do that? I don't even know y'all. I said, I don't even know the mail people. Why are they doing this? And now I know. When I started looking at Truth on Eddie, he started telling us some stuff about wickedness that they do. And I said, oh, no wonder they have many faces that would take over wherever you move on this earth. They'll take over and start doing wickedness. Because they all in these little cliques. And I said, well, I don't play with cliques. I don't do that. And I'm going to help anybody that need help. And if I see somebody doing something to you, I'm coming to tell you. Because I saw someone do to a neighbor down the street when we first moved in here. And I told this black couple what they had did. And they didn't even want to see the pictures I had took of the white guy that was on their front porch while her husband was on the side cutting the yard. The white guy parked off to the right of the other street. Then he walked over to their house, started ringing the doorbell. And then he didn't know that I was watching him. So I took out my camera and started taking pictures. So if my neighbor need to see pictures so he can believe what I'm saying, I had proof. But I told them I had proof, and they didn't want to see the proof. They didn't want to know none of this stuff that was going on, and they never approached me for the proof. So after 2 years of keeping it on the camera, I just deleted everything off my camera, and I started letting my window down so I don't see nobody else's house, and I can only just keep my eyes on my lawn. And that's all I did. I just started watching my own house. I said, I'm going to leave everybody else alone because apparently they like it. Because if they don't want to see the proof and the evidence to show that I'm not laying on this white old guy that came to your house. He was getting ready to do something. But then when he realized something went down or something, then he went out in front of the yard, walked from the front porch, and then he started jogging in place. And I'm watching this guy the whole entire time. And then he went running down the street like he was jogging. And then after that, I stopped watching him and I went on with my day. And I said, wow, I said, Baron, there's a lot of wickedness going on in this neighborhood. I said, I don't know why that guy did that on that guy's porch. He knew the guy was there. He heard a guy cutting the yard off to the left. I saw him cutting the yard. I could see him from where we live at. And I said, well, why didn't he just go to the fence and ask the guy wherever he needs to ask? I said, but for some reason, he went on that guy's front porch ringing the doorbell like he was finna get ready to go in there and do something. But he changed his mind, and then he walked off the porch, and then he pretended to jog like he was jogging still, and then he took off running at the stop sign. And so some people just don't want to know. So I said, well, I told them what went down. They didn't believe me. And I told them I had proof. If they didn't believe me, I have proof if you want to see it. And they didn't want to see the proof. So I let them be. And that's when I stayed to myself. I said, well, these people are apparently so scared that they don't want no trouble that they willing to let people mess with them. Well, I'm not that person. I will come after you, and I will try to fan you. And I will press charges once I find out. And now I got all my stuff on tape, and I don't know if they were gonna try to come in here and try to fan the tape or what, but I kept asking why they constantly coming in. They're not gonna fan the tape or nothing, but they constantly coming in. And I said, I think they trying to do stuff to kick us out the neighborhood because they don't want us here. Because at that time, it wasn't a lot of, they had stopped building houses and all the houses weren't built up. And I said, well, they trying to kick us out, the little few black people that was here. And then when they started building houses up again, and then black people started moving in here, and I said, whoo, good thing. I said, now they got more blacks they have to kick out and do stuff to them. And then another neighbor, he started having, the preacher guy said, somebody was opening up his garage. And I said, yeah, they doing the same thing to us. And he said, yeah, they opened up my garage. I asked my wife, did she do it? And she said no. And I said, yeah, I got an idea of who doing it, but I can't really say because I can't catch them. And then I said, they doing the same thing to us. And and then after that, the person he got into it with, he said they had got into it. And then that's when it started happening, around the time they got into it. And I said, I know who doing it. And then when he gave me his card, and I put it on my table in the living room, so when he come back in the house, he can see that we talking to the pastor, and now the pastor telling us some stuff. So after he came in there time and saw that we was in contact with the pastor, he started being nice to him. He started helping him and everything. And I said, I said, well, I know who's doing it. I still can't catch him in here, so I can't, I can say allegedly, and that's it. That's all I can say. I can't really prove that he's doing it. I just know allegedly I can say he's doing it. And then what makes it so bad, this guy would talk to us, and he seemed like the coolest guy when he talking to you. But I said, yeah, but I know you wicked. And what makes it so bad, when we moved in the neighborhood, I said, boy, they probably the only people that I would probably get to know is them because they seem, down to earth, and they just seem down to earth. But we never got around to talking to them like that and being friends. We just never got around to it. And then after this, I said, well, I'm never going. And then I took a picture where he had a ladder up against his gate. And I said, that's probably the ladder that he's climbing. And then it wouldn't no houses behind us. So he would climb over there into a field and come down the tree line and then climb over to get to our house. And I took a picture of the ladder against his gate of the back of his fence where he climbing over there to get over here. I took a picture of it. And every time somebody come over, I would show them where he got his ladder up against the fence when he coming over here, probably midnight or 1 o'clock, because he already know nobody outside, nobody watching, nobody looking at their cameras. But he been doing it for the last couple of years. So, and then it's another thing that they did. I said, well, I don't know what kind of group he a part of, but he a part of something that don't like blacks. But he'll smile in your face, making you think he cool with black people. But I think he don't like us. And then now he, I'm like, oh, well, I can't prove it. And you know how the court said, it's only what you can prove. And that's it. So when you can't prove it, it didn't happen. But one day the good Lord is going to, come to my rescue on him like he shown me other stuff that happened and other people that were doing stuff, my in-laws and stuff. Now that he done showed me that, and I said, well, maybe he gonna show me what the other people are doing now. And I already got some on tape that was doing wicked stuff, like the kids that was coming down here, and then I caught it on camera. So they're not gonna arrest their own. I'm surprised they didn't arrest my family for what they did to me. So I'm like, they must didn't know what they were inside here doing to me. So that's probably why they didn't tell me. But, so they probably like, hey, we're going to let them cancel each other out. Well, he can cancel me out. I'm not going to cancel him out. I was a good wife. I was a darn good wife to him. When he said be a help, I was a great help. I would do anything I could for him. Long as he didn't break no laws, or long as it was, something to do with my house and stuff that we were trying to, do together. But wrong, I don't do wrong with no one. Sorry, I don't get together and do wrong with no one. But now if you want to do something good, I'll get together with you to do something good. That's just how have I always been with people. Talk to you all later. If anybody has had something like this happen to them, please give me a comment in the comment section, and so I'll know that I'm not alone. And so you will know that you're not alone. So have a great night. I won't be doing reading tonight, but I did want to show you what I was talking about on yesterday, so that way you'll get an understanding of how many demons and devil that the devil used to come after me. So when I say don't come rolling up on me, because so many people been doing so much evil stuff to me for so long, I don't know the good from the bad now. So that's why I say you're going to have to introduce yourself and let me know that you're one of the good guys and not one of the wicked, evil people of this earth. Have a blessed day. Love you all.